doing? How you doing?
Good. When you were bouncing back from your knee injuries,
Right.
how long did it feel to you like it took to really feel like you were yourself again?
In total, or
Yeah.
for the first time, the second time?
At the end of the injury journey.
I think I got back to myself after my first one after like a little over a year, maybe like a year, 5 months around that spring before I got hurt again. And then getting back again to myself was probably towards the middle to the end of that year. I think we were with Graham and all them. So I think that's how long it took. I think like a total of like 3 years really time-wise. Just because there's getting through it and then there's like a confidence aspect to it. So it was definitely tough going through that, but you know, at the end of it, you know, you come out better than you ever were. So I'm really thankful for that. So yeah, I'll say around like 3 years of my college career kind of taken away by that for sure.
I know we talked after the game about having to have been patient for that long. How much do you feel like that, having been forced to be patient through that time, has made you like more patient now, dealing with anything really?
Yeah.
Even your role.
I think it's made me more appreciative than anything. I think every time I step out, regardless of how I'm feeling, like even on a day like where I'm not feeling the best or like something went wrong throughout my day, like I come out here and I find a way to reset and turn like my mental headspace to being like, oh well, I'm actually blessed to be out here today, because you know there's so many times and those 700 almost days where I wish I could have been out here on a bad day. So every day is just a blessing.
I know you said you had to get in the right headspace sometimes after being frustrated after games.
Right.
Was there any, you know, zen moments over the course of this past weekend, or did you go golfing like you were?
No, I actually
did
didn't.
You not need it?
I don't think it's that I didn't need it, because I think it's more of like a routine thing for me to go get away and just do something regardless, because I want to handle everything the same every week, regardless of good or bad. But yeah, I think I more spent time with my friends. I think I had a couple of my buddies come down and, you know, we went out to dinner and had a good time, and, you know, I just got to like, you know, get away for a little bit. I think it's always good. I think that Friday night was good because Saturday, Sunday, you just get a lot of time to just breathe and just take everything in and then just kind of reset for the next week.
Did you make the trip to Washington in 2019, your freshman year?
No, I didn't. I actually had like some weird that morning. I had like an ear infection, and I got it cleared up. And then by the time I like got it cleared up, they're like, "Oh, you don't have to go," because I was redshirting at the time or like recovering, and I wasn't gonna play. I wasn't even dressing out. So yeah, actually, this is my first time since I've been on like a visit back in 2018 area.
You get a full circle moment out of it.
Right. No, I'm excited. That place is cool for sure.
Kyle, apologies if this got passed. I was just talking about how,
For sure.
you know, how much kind of change and maturity is, you know, seen from you to where, you know, this season maybe not something you would have handled as well, you know, a few years ago.
For sure.
What do you feel like has changed between you now and at that point?
I think just the way that I handle everything and I don't look into every situation. I think at times it's always hard to not look into things, especially when, you know, clocks are ticking and stuff like that. And obviously my last season I want to win and do good for us and, you know, contribute the way I want to contribute. But I think from a maturity level, I think it's just been like I've said before, like just being able to reset and take a deep breath and be like, all right, whatever's going on, it doesn't matter. Like if I'm in this play or I'm in this moment, no matter how my day's going, that's the most important thing. So handling each moment to moment from play to play has been like my maturity aspect, and just doing things right in that moment, and then hopefully those things stack and, you know, God will have everything fall where it needs to fall.
You said you still wanted to, you know, help this team, obviously. You know, as you said, the clock's ticking.
Right.
Maybe the stats aren't, you know, eye-popping or whatever you'd hope coming back, but, you know, still a few games left what do you kind of hope to do and to prove and to set up for these guys, you know, once you leave this program?
Right. I think it's never how you start, it's how you finish. So I just want to finish off strong. You know, help the team as much as I can, and, you know, like everything that you do out there isn't always on a stat sheet, and you know, you sometimes don't see that, and that's fine. Like I mean, I came here to contribute. I mean, contribute doesn't mean I have to have 7,000 yards and like all this and that. It means I just want to help this team win games, and I feel like I've been doing a good job of that. And then hopefully that does translate and set a good example for the rest of these years coming. For sure.